Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into an action-packed and thrilling movie recap that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Grab your popcorn because we're about to take a deep dive into a story filled with suspense, mystery, and jaw-dropping moments. Let's get into it. The film kicks off with a dramatic scene. Ava suddenly wakes up in the middle of the night, her eyes wide with panic. Her heart races as memories of her father's tragic death from 12 years ago flood her mind. Back then, at just 14 years old, Ava was a helpless witness to the brutal murder of her father, who was killed by two ruthless intruders who broke into their home. This traumatic event would haunt Ava for years, casting a dark shadow over her life. After the loss of her father, Ava fell into a destructive spiral of alcohol and drug addiction. Yet, despite the pain and the overwhelming temptation, she fought her way out, determined to reclaim her life. Now Ava is a changed woman, stronger, wiser, and focused on overcoming her past. But the memories of her father, a notorious criminal in Connecticut, still linger, especially when she recalls how he trained her in martial arts. Her father had taught her to fight, to defend herself, and to be prepared for the worst. Little did she know how crucial those lessons would become. Having successfully battled her demons, Ava begins a new chapter in her life. She marries Derek Grant, a man she met at a Narcotics Anonymous meeting. Derek, from a wealthy family, is supportive of Ava, despite his father Robert's initial reservations about her troubled past. Still, Derek defends her, assuring his family that she is a good woman, and ultimately, they get married in a beautiful ceremony in Arlington. Shortly after their wedding, Derek and Ava head to the Caribbean for their honeymoon. They arrive at Derek's family's summer home on a picturesque island. The moment they step into the house, Ava notices a row of old family photos. In one, Derek is just 3 years old, smiling with his late mother, who passed away several years ago. This moment highlights the bittersweet nature of Derek's family history. During their honeymoon, Ava and Derek embrace the island life, enjoying water sports, fishing, and scenic island tour. However, their vacation takes an unexpected turn when they meet a young local named Manny, who works as a tour guide. Manny invites them to try a thrilling zipline ride, which they eagerly accept. Later that night, Manny takes them to a local nightclub, where the atmosphere is lively, and the music is infectious. But things quickly escalate when Big Biz, the area's notorious gangster leader, shows interest in Ava. He tries to flirt with her, much to Derek's dismay. Derek, seeing the danger, warns Big Biz to back off, but the gangster ignores him, insisting on dancing with Ava. A tense confrontation ensues, with Manny attempting to intervene, but to no avail. Big Biz becomes increasingly hostile, striking Derek in the process. This is when Ava's past training comes into play. Furious at Big Biz's treatment of her husband, she uses the self-defense skills her father taught her to fight back. Derek and Manny are both shocked by her swift and fierce actions. As they head home, Manny continues to discuss Ava's unexpected combat skills. The next morning, however, things take a darker turn. Manny warns Derek and Ava that Big Biz and his henchmen are seeking revenge for the altercation the night before. Just as Ava is about to panic, Manny laughs it off, revealing he was only joking. He then invites them to the zipline location once again, but this time, the situation becomes far more dangerous. Ava, who has a fear of heights, hesitates at first, but Derek and Manny convince her to give it a try. Surprisingly, Ava discovers that ziplining isn't as terrifying as she thought. However, things take a sinister turn when Derek's zipline cable unexpectedly snaps, sending him plummeting into the forest below. Ava, in sheer panic, races to find her husband, only to discover that Derek is unconscious, with a broken leg and, curiously, his money is missing. Ava's sense of unease deepens when the ambulance arrives. An EMT named Omar insists that Ava cannot accompany Derek to the hospital due to medical protocols. Omar hands her a business card for the hospital, and in her desperation, Ava follows the ambulance on a motorcycle. Unfortunately, she crashed along the way, delaying her arrival at the hospital. When Ava arrives, she is horrified to learn that no one at the hospital has any record of Derek being admitted. She frantically searches for him at other hospitals, but he's nowhere to be found. Feeling something is terribly wrong, Ava reports Derek's disappearance to the police. The investigation, however, seems to go nowhere, and it becomes apparent that there's a deeper conspiracy at play. The next day, Derek's father, Robert, and Derek's sister, Sandy, arrive on the island. They meet with Chief Roman Garza, who is leading the investigation into Derek's disappearance. Garza explains that the island is home to many dangerous criminals, and it's common for tourists to be kidnapped for ransom. Ava, frustrated by the lack of progress, heads to the zipline location where Derek's accident occurred, hoping to find clues. When the employees at the location deny any wrongdoing, Ava is enraged, and a confrontation ensues. Back at the police station, Chief Garza shows a video of Ava's fight with Big Biz at the nightclub. He accuses her of being involved with dangerous gangs, which only further complicates her efforts to find Derek. Ava begins searching for Derek on her own, questioning locals, but no one seems willing to help. When Robert blames her for Derek's disappearance, Ava is heartbroken. She decides to take matters into her own hands, leading her to interrogate one of the zipline employees, Joni. After intense questioning, Joni finally admits that the accident was orchestrated by gangsters who wanted to hurt Derek. With this crucial evidence in hand, Ava rushes to the police station to show Chief Garza the video confession. However, Garza, now more hostile toward her, orders her arrest for assaulting Joni. Ava's determination leads to an escape. After overpowering a police officer and diving into the sea, she swims back to the island, ready to confront those responsible for her husband's disappearance. In the midst of her search, Ava confronts Manny, demanding answers about Derek. He denies any involvement, but Ava, not trusting anyone, decides to seek refuge in Manny's house. Together, they continue their investigation. Manny suggests they track down Omar, the ambulance driver, who may hold the key to the mystery. After discovering a crucial clue, they realize that the hospital, under the direction of a corrupt doctor named Elbar, is involved in a sinister plot to harvest Derek's spinal marrow for a criminal gang. With no time to lose, Ava disguises herself as a nurse and infiltrates the hospital to rescue Derek, but when she arrives at the operating room, she uncovers a shocking truth. The gang intended to use Derek's marrow to treat the cancer of their leader, Silvio Lugo. In a tense and heart-pounding sequence, Ava manages to escape with Derek, but Silvio and his henchmen are hot on their trail. A high-stakes chase ensues, leading Ava and Derek to a remote village where they make a stand against Silvio's gang. With the odds stacked against them, Ava and Derek fight for their survival. When the police arrive, Big Biz, realizing the importance of protecting the island's reputation, intervenes, killing Silvio in front of everyone. In the end, Ava and Derek are allowed to leave the island, but their ordeal has left a permanent mark on both of them. As they leave the island on a speedboat, Ava reflects on the journey she's been through, and the realization that her fight for survival is far from over. And there you have it, folks. What a wild ride, right? From the shocking twists to the jaw-dropping action, this movie kept us on the edge of our seats. What do you think? Did Ava make the right moves in her fight for survival, or did she take things too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more epic movie recaps like this one. Until next time, stay tuned and stay awesome.